Bill Ritter at Channel 7 Eyewitness News, and I will never forget the day I met her. Talking about you, Dr. Shetty. It was in your office after slipping on ice and hitting my head on a stone walkway. It was the second week of January last year. I was fine right after it happened, or so I thought. I went to the ER, was checked out, and was told by the doctor there, beware, you could start feeling not so good in a day or two. And then what happens, I asked him. Well, you go to Tina Shetty at HSS. She is the best neurologist in New York. I just call her? I'll call her for you, the ER doctor said. Well, the next day I went to work, and it was on this set, right here, with these bright lights and this device in my ear, that it hit me. The lights were unbearable, the sounds way too loud. I was worried and I was scared. So I called that ER doctor, and he called ahead to introduce me to you, Dr. Shetty. And then I called your office, and I was told, get in here as soon as you can. And when I got there, it was like I was suddenly swaddled by a MASH unit in a war zone. It reminded me a little bit of the old Arlo Guthrie song, Alice's Restaurant, for you old enough to remember this, where Arlo's at his Vietnam-era draft board physical, and he got tested, inspected, injected, detected, and selected. That's what your team did to me. But mostly, and most importantly, I felt taken care of. I felt that whatever was wrong with me, this great staff of yours, this great team, was saying, we got your back. Or I guess in this case, we got your head. There were tests, so many tests, I felt like I was back in college. And when those tests were over, I was sent to the office of the Wizard of Oz. I mean, Dr. Shetty. She studied the tests. I tried to read her face, but I really got nothing. In fact, I want you on my poker team, Dr. Shetty, if I played poker. Anyway, she looked up and said, well, it's clear you have a concussion. How serious is it, I asked. Well, it's not anywhere near the worst kind of concussion, but all concussions are serious, and yours is serious. But we can't treat it. I felt so relieved, but I had no warning for what she was about to say. She said in a line that I will never forget, I want you to listen to what I'm about to say, because if you don't listen, and if you don't do exactly what I tell you to do, you will come back here in 6 months and say, my brain doesn't work. This is a smart team with a holistic approach. Each stage, each expert, working in conjunction. If I did something with the neuropsychiatrist, the vestibular therapist would know about it before the session was over. Every time I exercised with a trainer, making sure my heart rate didn't go above 120 without his permission, Lauren would know about it. And soon, so would Dr. Shetty. And as a patient, having all this under one roof meant I traveled to just one place. Everyone knew what I was doing at all times and how I was testing and the progress I was making. I call it synchronized treatment for concussion patients. I never felt alone, and I could have. I am indebted to this team, then and now and going forward. For this, I'm also indebted to Team Shetty.